Welcome to episode 1 of Poor Decisions 0%.
Yay! Oh my God, this is so exciting. Us being serious and not drinking. What
I know.
a day.
This is the only time you guys have probably ever seen me and Lexie do content together where we're not drunk or hungover.
I'm excited, you know. Sometimes drinking can lead to better answers to questions, I think. So I think we'll have to get used to answering questions sober.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Feels like a job interview a little bit.
This is also the fourth time we've tried recording this, which is just absolutely wicked. So
we're learning how to do stuff, okay? We're learning how to be professional. All of our stuff has always been so botched until now. So we're learning how to be high profile, professional content creators, okay?
And with any luck, by next episode, we will iron the backdrop.
That's been my favorite part of like having this set and stuff so far. Is like figuring out like, we literally threw it together and now we're like, okay, how can we make it look actually decent?
My thing is there's so much bullshit you don't think about, like having to iron the backdrop.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until everyone was like, you need to steam those curtains. And I was like, oh.
I was like, okay, I guess we do need to do that.
Looks like we're doing that now. But today we thought, what better way to start the podcast series? Because the reason we started 0% is, like we said, our entire brand is drinking and interviewing people. And we have so many friends who are in fact sober.
Yeah. Shout out to James. We have one friend who's sober.
G Nelly as well.
And G.
And how are we going to capitalize off of our sober friends if we have a drinking show? So
true. We need to maximize our ability to leech off of people.
Like true content creators. It's all part of the arc, guys. So we thought for today's episode we'd actually interview each other because we've tried to do this in stream format a couple of times. And every time we end up too drunk to actually do it. So we're actually going to get to know each other one-on-one.
forcing ourselves to not drink. Can we I know this is 0%, but in the future, would I be allowed to have one beer? What are the rules?
A 0% beer.
No. What are the rules on that?
It's 0%. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
No, yeah, like we don't get bladdered. We're not doing shots, but am I allowed
just for confidence.
A leisurely beer?
A leisurely, you know, not leisurely.
A leisurely beer?
Leisurely? Sure. You know, whatever makes you happy, man. I'm just here for your happiness.
They didn't let me have a beer when I went on Shut Up, I'm Talking.
Why not?
Woke.
Boring. The woke left are ruining everything, guys.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me have a beer, but I bet they'd let me have a vaccine. Wouldn't they? Probably give me multiple.
So we're going to be interviewing each other today. As always, we are live every week on twitch.tv/Poor Decisions TTV. And we also have a Patreon where the second half of this podcast will be posted.
You get an hour of content for free. And if you want the rest, you need to pay, you plebs. And also, you get access to The Hangover, which is a little 30-minute thing we film after each drinking episode, the morning after when we are hungover.
And so I'm going to set an hour timer and then you guys are done. And you have to come join us on the Patreon, okay? Boop. Okay, so I'm going to go first. I'm going to sign in first. Oh, actually, do you want to mention your Ludwig follow?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We've tried to film so many times and now I'm not even excited to talk about it. But I need to let everyone know Ludwig followed me last night.
That's it. That's just going to be the mention. Just slide it in.
I just need people to know me and Ludwig are the Ludwig Argren.
You can't even make it into Mario Kart anymore because he stopped doing it.
Yeah, to be fair, maybe he stopped doing it for the best after what happened. But I'll be at the next Streamer Games.
Oh God, you and Zoyle on the team in Streamer Games.
Me and Zoyle, we're going to be like Nuno and Willem in League. All right, it was not that funny. It was...
It really caught me off guard. That image was so vivid in my head.
I'm going to be on his back and shit. It's going to be
Dang, that's going to be so crazy, man. So you know what? I'm going to start first for you because he already knows the questions. So
I've already answered this.
You know what I mean? And we're going to learn how good I am at doing questions and how bad Harry is when his first question to me is, what's your favorite color?
No, I have a really good first question.
I was going to be okay. So my first question for you is, what's your favorite color? So, Mr. Arbitrary, do you want to give us a quick synopsis of your career, the early stage of your career? Because you started streaming and making YouTube videos so young, it's actually quite distressing.
Yeah, YouTube. My first video, I was 9, and on Twitch, my first stream was I was 12.
Just quickly, did your parents know you were doing this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I used to show it to them.
I made a secret YouTube channel when I was like 13, and I got so nervous my mum would find it. I deleted it.
What were you posting?
I was doing like the most mainstream beauty stuff. They got 200 views in like an hour, and I was like, wait, this is it. Deleted it all.
My first ever banger, where I got like a bare views was I did a Zoella parody. But looking back,
you want to be Jackmate so bad.
Looking back, I think I think it was a little bit sexist, but I was also 14. So
It was
not
like,
that, not I'm not excusing it because I have watched Adolescence and I know about that sort of stuff.
I haven't seen Adolescence,
Oh, spoilers, sorry.
They do a Zoella skit, guys.
But I spoke in this horrible voice the entire time. Where I was like, "Hi guys, it's me, Zoella," and is that sexist?
And I think your natural voice is quite grating. So if anything, it's just
it actually was. This is like before my. I'm not actually sure if I was doing an annoying voice or if I just sounded like that. I did like a parody hair tutorial.
With what hair?
I think that was the
was that
joke.
the gag?
But the whole thing, I would just put loads and loads of hairspray on. It wasn't particularly funny.
Your comedy's really like come on leaps and bounds since then.
But it got dislike bombed.
Oh no!
What was the question?
So you started making content quite young. So how'd you get into it? What your early videos? How'd you get into all that kind of stuff?
God, I think at an early age, I realized I'm not particularly good at anything, but I'm all right at entertaining people.
That's all you need.
Yeah, I'm like a little bit charismatic. I'm charismatic enough where people can go, "Oh, you're funny, Harry."
I don't know anyone that I've introduced you to that hasn't liked you, to be fair.
Yeah, that's good.
But sometimes you just do silly shit when you're drunk, and it's kind of like dance, monkey, dance.
Yeah, you guys treat me like the fucking like the baby cousin at the wedding.
No, Jack loved you. Headaches Jack loved you.
Oh yeah.
He went on for ages afterwards about how funny he found you.
Oh, lit. Tell him to bring me out of shows and I'll MC. I actually would MC.
Automatic.
Blow, blow, blow.
Yeah,
I've got this fat girl fetish.
I can't believe you had that song.
But yeah, no. So I kind of did that, and I realized one, I like attention. I do like attention.
Don't we all?
The rudest things ever that's ever happened to me. It was when we were writing for our primary school yearbook, right?
Oh, no.
In year 6, one of the things I had to write down was describe yourself in 3 words, and I think I put handsome, sexy and gorgeous, right? And then my teacher came around and went, how about attention seeker? And I went, oh my God, miss, I'm 10.
That's a violation.
You can't insult a 10-year-old.
At least he didn't go, what about
Clapton Minion?
Yeah, what about clapped, ugly, unfunny?
Yeah, I was just like, I think that's the first time I've been deeply hurt by words. Because the fact I remember it, and it was a decade ago.
Bro, you're trauma dumping 10 minutes into the pod. That's ridiculous.
She's wicked though. Shout out to Miss Lambert. She is the GOAT teacher.
W teacher, we love that. So your social media career.
Yeah, right, yeah. So kind of posted on YouTube loads. I'm so gutted. I had about 500 videos. I only have access to about 200 of them now. I didn't realize you could unlist them, so I just went and deleted them.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I had some flipping bangers.
And
there's some, and I'm so ashamed I'll never be able to find them.
So your first video, you said in the first take we did of this, was you did Fortnite with friends, and you also did
my first stream was Fortnite with my mates from school.
Okay.
My first video was a Hunger Games map I built on the Xbox 360.
You forgot the games, just put Hunger. You Freudian
I put
Hunger.
Hunger with friends. There was also a brief period
threat.
where I tried to make it big on Facebook.
Facebook gaming's the future, guys.
I tried to make it big with educational Minecraft content on Facebook with my cousin, where I would kind of build. It was like top 5 things you didn't know about Minecraft, and it was like, zombies don't burn on soul sand.
Oh, it was Minecraft. I thought you were doing like general educational content,
like explaining
2 + 2 is 4.
Explaining the civil rights movement in Minecraft. They've done that.
Dreamers, isn't that just Dream SMP?
Dream SMP was not the civil rights
Dream SMP was just Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton and the civil rights movement are incredibly
No, I know. I was talking about
things.
Historical events.
But there was one stream I did where I must have been 15, where I went, I'm going to try and break the world record for speedrunning Minecraft Education Edition.
Okay.
Right? Because I'm like, it's like the free version they give to kids in schools, but without buying the like £1,000 license, you only get access to one map, and it's the like going through the history of America. And
I didn't know this was a thing.
And it felt really wrong because there was like Minecraft Rosa Parks and like Minecraft MLK. And I was like, this feels wrong to speak, how to figure out how to get through MLK the fastest. So I very quickly gave up on that idea. But I think there's a parallel universe somewhere where I do hold that world record.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that one bit.
Maybe that'll be the meta one day. But yeah, sorry, I love a tangent. I flipping love a tangent. Yeah, I don't know. I've been doing it for so long. I did it. I streamed to about 15 viewers every night straight for about 2 years. And then
did you have any growth from that, like from the start to the end of the 2 years?
Yeah. I went to a point where I was averaging about 50 to 60, and then I went, I'm going to take a 6-month break.
Were you still that saucy taco at this point?
No, I was average Aaron.
Where did it come from? Where did it come from? Or was it just simply very self-explanatory?
No, it's because I'm not outstanding in anything particular. I'm in terms of
I think you're great, man.
Oh, thank you. No, look, but like in terms of any games, there's none I'm great at. I'm pretty bang average at most things. Apart from, I don't know, I can be silly. I'm good at being silly.
You can drink a pint with a spoon. Yeah,
I couldn't even do that. I couldn't even flip and do that.
But I feel like because you started so young, you matured pretty much entirely on the internet. And it's like, we see that a lot of people starting quite young, but your entire life is online. Like so much of your life is online. So how did you find maturing not only in the public eye, which grew in like the number of people that were watching you as well, but then also based on your character just being really fucking annoying?
Yeah. Well, my character used to be like my entire thing used to be really, really being the annoying kid.
We know.
But and sometimes I genuinely slip back into it sometimes where I'm like, this is really funny. I'm just
second
gonna piss
nature.
This person off. Yeah. I think it's good. I think it's bad. Kind of
I'm getting mixed signals here.
My entire upbringing basically broadcasted online for the past basically decade.
Especially when you're going for like the edgy thing, you know, we've seen many a content creator stumble and fall from that kind of thing.
But I think the good thing is the fact you have genuinely seen, you can go back and find videos of me from the past decade. You can also see me maturing, and you can see kind of how my morals have changed. Like I'm quite open. When I was like 16, like 4 years ago, I used to, when I was kind of in the Call of Duty Twitter community, that sort of side of Twitch, I used to say the R word because I was like, oh, it's just another word for stupid.
Yeah.
And then I had a viewer of mine reach out to me and like, hey, I was like severely bullied using this word at school. I'd appreciate if you don't use it. And I haven't used it ever since. But I know if you dig hard enough, you can probably find a clip of me saying it. But the fact my entire everything has been on the internet, you can see that's not me anymore. And you can see I actually have changed and stuff.
Act like a waste man, that's not me. Say it any slower now, that's not me. Cold, right?
That was cold, right? That was really, really cool.
Do you think there's also like a pro to maturing on the internet and like having like such a strong online like history and archive of yourself? Like, is that something you're gonna look back on, or would you rather cry than watch your old stuff?
No, my old stuff really, really makes me cringe. But I think everyone's old stuff makes them cringe.
Oh, true. If it doesn't, you're doing it wrong.
And I think in about 3 years' time, I'm going to look back at this first episode and cringe.
Yeah. Give me like 10 minutes and I'll already be cringing out.
Yeah, I don't think you'll ever... I try to look back at things fondly, though.
Always. I'm such a big believer in no regrets. Like, you can find something embarrassing or you can be like, I probably shouldn't have done that. But I feel like, especially with content, there's no point in like finding it like ridiculously embarrassing, because otherwise you wouldn't be at this point right now. And if that spicy taco had seen your straight...
That saucy taco. We hadn't even... Sorry. That saucy taco got mentioned on another time we tried to record this. My old username used to be that saucy taco.
Mint. And if he had seen the Avatari Straight Jacket stream, I think he would have been really proud of you.
Yeah, I just think me 3 years ago, me last year would be very, very proud.
Bro, I remember talking to you and being like, I can feel the average cherry blow up pending. And you were like, oh, thanks. I was like, no, I'm not being nice. So like, actually, I'm like putting in my stocks now.
Yeah. Oh, that's
when we locked in the show.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I think as much as I look back and cringe, I like to think older me would look forward and smile.
Oh, that sounds like a Live, Laugh, Love poster.
That actually does.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, we just need to get a little bit silly now. Okay, that was my first question. We really didn't know how to format this. We're just going to be bouncing questions to each other back and forth.
Yeah, until we hit the 1 hour mark and then the rest are on fucking Patreon.
Yo!
Give us a $5. Would you rather once a month you have to fight an orangutan that has a sword?
Okay.
Or every time you go home you have to fight a chicken? Both of these are to the death.
I'm so excited for this interview process. Every time I go home, what if I just don't go home? Or is it wherever I'm sleeping for the night?
No, it's your home.
Does the chicken have any kind of weaponry?
No. But it's a violent, it's like it wants to fight you. It's not just going to sit there.
But then does that infer that the orangutan is docile?
No, the orangutan also wants to fight you.
Well, then I'll probably take the chicken.
Every time. But imagine...
Then I'll just never go home.
Imagine this though. Right, you go, oh, I need to run home. I need to go home. Right, calm, go home, fight the chicken to the death. You've got a couple scratches, you're a bit knackered. Then you leave and you go, oh, forgot my wallet.
Can't I just like run around the chicken, or does it have to die in order for me to unlock the outside area of the map?
You can't run around it because it's strong.
You keep changing the question.
No, it's not. It doesn't have a weapon, but it's coming for you. This chicken, as soon as you
how often am I fighting the orangutan?
Once a month.
Bruv, I'm taking the chicken, man. I'm just not going home.
Once a year?
Once a year? Bruv, I'm just a girl. I don't think I can take on an orangutan.
Really?
Bow and arrow, maybe? Can I have a gun?
You could, but that's not legal.
I don't think fighting an orangutan's legal in the first case.
They'd understand.
Oh, this is so silly and ridiculous.
They'd understand.
I'm taking the chicken, man.
Really?
Free dinner.
I'll take the orangutan and disarm it, because then I have the sword.
With your wit and charm.
I wouldn't like flirt with it. I would probably kind of hit one of these to its wrist, and it would drop the sword. Then I have the sword, and I'd behead the orangutan.
Why did you put your legs together?
Did I? Yeah. So that's my answer. What would you do if a dinosaur walked into this room right now?
Oh, that'd be so crazy, man.
It depends on the dinosaur.
So do you want your second question?
Do you want another?
Sure.
There was a kind of joke. It got turned into a joke, but it was originally a criticism of the content creation scene here in Brighton, saying there are no women in the
You're
Brighton
really
group.
jumping in the deep end.
There was this kind of, it originally started as a hate comment from another community, which then led to it becoming an in-joke, saying there are no girls in the Brighton content creation
There really
scene
are,
community.
I'm the only one.
And, well, that's not true. Let's make that very clear. But I don't know, what are your kind of thoughts on that? And also just the underlying sexism you get, which it's kind of always been a thing in the Minecraft community, which I think I can't really wrap my head around because the audience is like 80% female.
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from.
It's so peculiar because it happens kind of everywhere. Oh my God, this is such a heavy question to unpack. There's so much to it. I'll try and TLDR it the best I can. I think the Brighton having no women thing really made me laugh. And the reason why it became such an in-joke is the fact that it's like, you just have not bothered to look.
Yeah.
You look for longer than 2 seconds and you will find easily 6-7 female content creators.
6-7.
I didn't even notice I was doing that. You're such a loser, man. 7, 8. 7, 8, 9.
10, 11, 12.
Oh! 13.
14, 15, 16.
17.
18, 19, 20.
Don't I want 21 though?
No.
Oh, I thought I wanted 21.
Say 21.
21.
I dare you to get your feet out. You have to. You said 21.
You're so weird. You're actually a pervert.
No, yeah, right. And I'm.
We're supposed to be talking about me, and you've made it about your little weird foot fetish.
I don't have a foot fetish.
You're so weird and pervy. There's a hole in my socks. Don't look. Fucking weirdo. So yeah, women. I can only apologize for anyone who's doing audio only. That is going to be so high definition.
I'm so sorry. I forget we have good mics now.
That's horrible.
This really does paint me in a bad light.
This is the epitome of being a woman in the Brighton scene, by the way, guys.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I can.
No, stop.
Yeah, and then you can watch The Hangover. Then you can watch The Hangover when Johnny has his back to me and cuts me off 5 times, yeah?
Actually
back to
true.
back.
Actually true. Subscribe to the Patreon. The Hangover. No, that... Yeah, no, I won't cut. I'll let... When a woman is speaking, I sit my man ass down and listen.
Period. I don't even really know you really have to catch me like in the middle of a rant with something about this. I think what's upsetting is that at first I always used to look at it as like a motivational thing, because there'd be clips where it'd be like me, you, other content creators on Fireball Friday, and people be like, oh, I can't believe it's like Tubbo, Jack Manifold, Harry, and that person. And I used to be like, bro, you haven't even spent 2 seconds to look and see what my name is. That's what annoys me nowadays.
Because you're in the bio.
Literally, it's our show. Like you like my thing nowadays is like, I used to look at it as a sense of, oh, they don't know who I am yet, but that means I can do a really good first impression, try and be funny, and maybe like that'll be the thing.
Yeah, I just think it's so people need to be more respectful.
Yeah.
There needs to be a baseline level of respect.
Like I kind of feel bad, but I don't. There was a comment the other day that went, that white girl talking is annoying me. Harry, you're doing a really good job though.
Oh my God.
I replied to it.
You replied to it on the
I replied
Poor Decisions account. And I was so confused because I didn't realize I was logged into the Poor Decisions account. I was just watching YouTube, my second monitor. It was like, someone replied to your comment. And I went, what the fuck? I commented? I
was so annoyed because I was like, you're literally watching the VOD from, I'll say but our show, like, you can't even take 2 seconds to look at my name. And it's like, we've had like video essays done about us where people talk about me for 20 minutes and just call me that girl. And it's just like, first of all, I'd love the clout, please. But it's just like, that just pisses me off because it's like, you haven't even tried to check. Like,
and also in half the clips, it has a big sign in the background.
With my name on it. Like, so annoying. Like that upsets me a lot because what it meant is that I've kind of been through this big thing in content recently where my friend pointed it out, where I tried acting like the guys in the Brighton scene, and you guys have a very unique approach to content.
Yeah, we just get gay as fuck.
Yeah, and like the humor, and I realized it's just not the humor. Like, it's humor that I listen to and I find really funny, but it's not my kind of thing. And I realized that since this whole thing's kind of been happening, and since I've really become integrated with the Brighton group, I've tried just becoming the guys, and I can't do it, and it's not me. And that's why, like, it's kind of miserable, actually.
No, but I think there's so much space for people who aren't the guys.
You know, the biggest growth.
Because if everyone who watched the Brighton scene liked my Max and Johnny's sense of humor, we'd all be pulling Tubbo numbers.
Literally,
you know what I mean?
Because the biggest growth of viewership I had was when we did Stream Battle, and people came into my stream being like, I actually will cry if I have to listen to Harry, Max and Johnny anymore. And that's where I gained most of my viewership. And I literally realized recently where it's like, why am I trying so hard to be like other people? And I realized that it stems from the fact that it feels like I don't really get any respect for being a woman doing her own thing in this circle from the outside, obviously not from you guys. So I was like, oh, okay, what if I kind of change every single thing about myself to become like the other people in the group? And I realized recently that I'm like, that's not me. And if anything, it's detrimental because I'm trying to be like somebody else who's doing it better because they're being themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing that. But there are loads of amazing female Brighton content creators. It's something I'm really passionate about now, where I'm like, I really want to do more stuff in that regard, because I feel like, I don't know. To us, there's no issue, because to us, we'll be like, oh, let's do this. There's so many people to choose from, and of every gender ever.
It's more just the community, I guess. But I don't think it's necessarily our community. I don't know who the finger.
I think it's just a general online thing. Like, there are some things that,
I think
like,
the
as a female
finger is
content
pointed
creator,
at society.
Truth nuke. But yeah, that's why that whole situation we found really funny, because we're like, no females in the Brighton scene? Dang.
Yeah.
But it's I think I'm always a glass half full girly. So again, I try to really look at it as you know what, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to really establish myself as a woman in the Brighton community. But sometimes if people don't want to see you, they just won't see you. And that's what I realized with that comment. Like, if people want to say there's no women in the scene, they will not make an effort to try and like notice you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do my thing. I'm trying to do my thing good and be supportive for everybody. And the Brighton group, I hate the fact we're called that.
I hate that. We need a new name.
Yeah, we do.
Average Harry and Friends.
Wait, Cole. That definitely will only leave good impressions. We've all got each other's backs so much, and we're all such a like. We always say high tide makes all the shit rise kind of people. But
that's the thing. I think so many people forget. We everyone here's mates. Like, literally, we're not just all streamers who know each other. We are friends, and we go pub, and we go out and get food, and we hang out.
I always find it really funny when people think that our friendship extends to online, and then the second the camera's off, like it was really funny. This was really sweet. When what was it? The Tubbo speedrunning event was on. What was it called?
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. That was on, and Harry Yogscast was in it, and I was like, oh my god, and I've never seen Harry like be this serious. And people in chat were like, it's not average Harry, and I was like, oh man.
So many people think but also it's like so many people think there are so many people we know, but we just don't talk about online that we know.
I always find it really funny, like, because it makes you realize how little people actually know about us in real life.
Yeah.
I always find that really funny. But yeah, no, I'm just out here doing my best, man. We've already been going for nearly half an hour, and we've only done one question each, by the way. So obviously you've got average Harry. Would you say average Harry is a character?
God. It definitely used to be a lot. It used to be a huge character. And this is a really weird thing where before COVID, when I was in school, I was a completely different person from after COVID, where I was like kind of a bit more quiet, and had my very, very small group of friends. Didn't go out and do anything. I'd come home, go to school, come home, stream, do homework, etc. I'd make jokes, but only with my friends. Then COVID hit, and I kind of spent 2 years locked inside, and it was almost like,
come on, Sideman.
Yes, it was almost like my real personality and my online one almost. And the character average Harry almost fused together.
Yeah.
Because I locked inside that long, I realized I could just reinvent myself and not be this quiet person.
Oh my God. I think that's such a thing as well. I think that's exactly what happened to me too.
Yeah, and I don't have to be this quiet person when I get back to school. I haven't seen these people in 2 years. I can be. It was like some other dude in my school did it. He came back and started talking like Pop Smoke. He had this really deep. He's chill now. I think he's like an underground British rapper. Well, it's still mutual.
His name's Jamie.
But he and I, to this day, I still think he was bullshitting. He was like, yeah, I might just sound like this now. But he was like, I just sound like this now. He sounded like fucking
It's like Austin Butler after doing the Elvis movie.
Literally. He was like, he pulled an Austin Butler for Pop Smoke. And I went, I don't trust this guy. And I think that point, the average Harry and actually me became more intertwined and less of a character. I think, quote unquote, average Harry is just a really emphasized version of me, where I can do stupid things and play this kind of stupid character, where if I did it in real life, you'd go, what the fuck are you're not usually
you
like
do
this.
Most of this shit in real life.
No, but like some of the stuff on stream where the people don't actually know me, I can do things which I wouldn't normally do, and kind of it's not a flat out character, but it's very much emphasized. I don't know where exactly I am now. I think recently I'm dropping the character a lot more and being myself more. Which
is arguably more terrifying.
Which is actually a lot worse.
Your recent streams. It's quite scary, actually.
Yeah, I don't.
What's the biggest difference, would you say, between average Harry and Harry Bernstead of the All Boys Sports College?
I think when I'm not on stream, I get really, really depressed sometimes. Like I'm like the goat of bed rotting. And I think like I could never do that. Like that's not an average Harry thing. No. That's like a Harry
Depression
thing.
Is not an average Harry thing, guys. Okay, get that thought out of here.
That's like I don't know. I try not to get like serious, like really serious about my stuff on stream, I guess.
But I think that's what a part of the reason why you're so successful though, is because it's such an escapism thing. Like
Yeah.
you're watching people, like you're watching somebody do things, do silly, goofy
It's
things.
just 3 hours
It's
of
fun.
silliness.
Yeah. It's just goofy, silly fun.
Yeah.
Whimsy and joy.
And like even like when I'm having a bad day, I know I can ramp up my bad dayness and make it a funny thing on stream where I like just shout. And that always works because
you get money for it.
Because my
great.
viewers are like 10, I could jingle keys in front of their face and they'd laugh. They like loud noises and bright colors.
So do you like that there's a separation between real you and like the character, or like you said just then that they're starting to kind of become the same thing a bit more? Are you happy about that? Is that intentional? Do you find yourself just slipping into it the more that, because again, when you started content, you were still at school, you had all these things, whereas now it's like your job and your life and your livelihood. So it's like, do you think them fusing together on purpose, or?
Yeah, I think it's just a kind of a subconscious thing. I think there'll be some things I will always keep separate, like relationships and family things. I really value keeping that separate, or just keeping it kind of at an arm's length. But obviously our community is very respectful about that 90% of the 90%
I was gonna say
9%. Yeah, I think it's more of a subconscious thing.
Oh, well, I think that it's like hard to keep up a character, even though the character just emphasized you. I think it reaches a point, especially when streaming. I feel like with a YouTube video, it's so easy to keep up like energy. So I think when you're streaming, and you're streaming every day for long amounts of time, there's going to reach a point where you slip up. And I think that's why so many streamers, I feel like streamers more often like have a higher percentage of turning out to be strange people, I think, because it becomes like a point where you can't keep up the mask anymore type thing.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think you're doing it. I think you're doing a cracking job, Mr. Harry.
I think the person who's the goat of playing a character is Sketch.
Oh my god, so funny.
Sketch is so, and Sketch was someone I didn't really watch at first because I wasn't really into that scene and I didn't think he'd actually be that funny. I think Sketch is fucking hilarious.
He's just such a good person as well, from what I've heard. I've only heard good things about him.
No, he's wicked, and oh my god, he can take it. God, wow.
Pause.
Yeah, no, he can. But do you want a question?
Yeah.
So obviously we've just done the rebrand for Poor Decisions.
Yes.
And I want to make it very clear. So many people in the comments and online go, it's like, oh, Harry's show. Lexie does so fucking much for this. I'm like, I could not do this by myself. If Lexie was like, I'm going away for a week, she'd come back and the whole studio would be destroyed.
I think you need to give yourself more credit.
No, but I'm like, you really do put in the work. What's your kind of, where do you see it heading?
What, Poor Decisions?
Poor Decisions. We need to get used to calling it.
It doesn't roll off the tongue in the same way. Do you know what? Because my thing has always been that I love interviewing people. I love yapping. And do you ever get that with streaming when you're like, what content should I do? Dang, I don't know. Because particularly for me, I started streaming during like the Among Us days. So I kind of just slid straight into having a game because it was huge at the time. So when Among Us died, everyone went back to playing their own games. I had friends who were GTA streamers, friends who were Magic the Gathering streamers.
Oh my God.
Right. All sorts. And I was like, wait, what's my thing? And to this day, I'm still like, actually, what is my thing? Until I realized it is just yapping.
Yeah.
And so I've always wanted to interview people. I've always wanted to do like press junkets and stuff. And so did I say junkets instead of jackets? Wait,
it's junket.
It is junkets. Why did I just doubt myself then? And so I really wanted to do a show where we interviewed people anyway. And the fact that I'd said to you like, oh, if we did something together, and you immediately had the idea and it happened so easily, I was like, that's sick. I think we have a really good combination of vibes.
I think we do.
I think we work really, really well. I think it's just really fun and good energy. And I really do see it reaching a point where we have some really cool guests on there. And I think nowadays we see so many people breaking into the mainstream, like Grace, GK Barry. She's amazing.
GK Barry, she has her own Echo Falls now.
And that could be us.
Have you drank the GK Barry Echo
No,
Falls?
if I drink Echo Falls, I will just have like a heart attack and die, I think. I used to drink 2 bottles of that as my prees when I was 18. awful.
That's rough.
But I really see it becoming something. I'd like to see us do like live shows. I'd love to see us do a tour or something like that.
I'd love to do a live show
Literally.
in December.
I'd love to have like a proper set, because this right now, we appreciate everything that's been given to us so much, but it is like, you know,
this is
it's a foot in the door to having something really like,
it's a
good
concept of a set.
Yeah. We're like the Picasso of the set world. But I see it really becoming something. I'm really proud of us for doing this much. And I think I have such a genuine belief that if just being yourself does well online, then you can't really go wrong. Like if you're not having to like become someone else or like push something.
If your personality is why people like you, it's
anything.
very hard to fall off. Well, that's what I've realized.
Truth nuke.
Because you're not being liked because of a trend.
And I realized that like during the Among Us days, I used to average like 700 to 1,000 live viewers.
Blood clot.
I was big time, but I became so obsessed with numbers at the time. I think I hit like the top 0.04% of Twitch.
Oh, during lockdown.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, so I've witnessed the fall off thing. And then that's what I learned. I was like, oh, okay, the only thing that's really like going to drive this is being me. And I think that's exactly what this is. It's just the two of us who are actually mates, having people on who most of the time we're actually mates with. If not, we've just met them. And we're very lucky where there hasn't been anybody who's turned up to a Fireball Friday and it's been awful because we don't get along.
Yeah.
Maybe afterwards, but but I think we're to the moon. And if not, I still think our community enjoy it so much. That's enough for me as well.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
And we'll reach a point where we're breaking even on it and stuff.
Exactly.
And then it will just be a nice thing we can do every week, even if it doesn't get really big.
And that's what's so fun, because until this point, it's kind of like, oh, we're going to turn up and we're going to sit on my bed with the guests and chat and drink. Whereas now it feels like we've kind of gone up another level, and I think we're inspired again, because the first live show we did for this was the most fun we've had in ages doing the show. Not that we ever don't enjoy doing the show, but
no, but I'll be honest, I hit a wall a little bit, and I was like, oh, which is like, and I started getting a bit uninspired by it. But I think that's because I was getting it was going on much longer than they usually would.
Yeah, and it was hot.
It was so hot.
I
wasn't getting drunk, and I would have the worst backache ever.
I know, pour your back, pour my bed.
It's so nice to be able to lean back now.
Yeah, and also seeing the people we're around get excited by it, seeing our audience get excited by it. It's hard to not be excited by it because it's so new and everyone's like really backing us. So that feels really good as well.
Yeah.
But I think we're to the moon.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
Yay!
I think it will be massive. I think it will be enormous.
Poor Decisions is massive. For real. So you have one big allegation against you. I don't know why I phrased it like
Do
that.
not phrase it like that. Oh my God.
Clip it, send it.
Nepo baby.
Industry plant.
Oh yeah, same
Industry
thing.
plant, Nepo baby, same difference. Because obviously you had Tommy of the In It variety as a mentor, was how it used to be phrased. And then, you're in a lot of Jack's content. You've made it to the big leagues with the George Mimulus stuff. How do you feel about those allegations?
I never get upset at the jokes because there is a level of truth to them where I'm like, yeah, okay, like these people did help me out a lot, but also they wanted me in the video for a reason.
Yeah, I always say one.
And you can't industry plant someone that's bad at their job, right?
This is what I say whenever people ask about you. I literally say exactly that.
Because there were points where I was a bit self-conscious about it, going, fuck, I am an industry plant. But, if I was an industry plant, I wouldn't get views unless I was doing things with Jack and Tom and George.
Yeah.
And the fact me going live and I get views, or I post on my own channel and get views, and also, Jack now gets comments going, we want another video with Harry. I think you guys are like
the team of Will and James.
No, we actually are. Just wait till we turn 25. We'll release a beer or something.
Mint.
And we'll get in the meal deal. Yeah, I think
you've been given an opportunity and you run with it, which is all anybody can do. This industry is so hard to even get your foot in the door. I think you already were established before. Which I was going to ask questions about, but I feel like anybody who's watching this would already know this about you because, you spoke about it on Shut Up, I'm Talking, you've spoken about it on your own streams before. But you were already established beforehand, even though that slate kind of got wiped clean, you started again. But you're just taking what's been thrown at you and running with it and doing well. Like, it's not like you're being dragged along, like you're keeping up.
Exactly. It's like obviously there's a level of truth where they put me on, and I absolutely would not be here right now if it wasn't for Jack and Tom. Tom, especially, I don't even know if I'd be in Brighton if it wasn't for Tom asking me to move in, as much as I'm not there anymore.
You'd still be sleeping on my sofa, man.
Yeah, I would. I'd still be traveling down. But I think at the end of the day, industry plants only work if there's a level of talent to it.
Yeah.
And people actually liked me, which is good.
Because I also think you've broken out. There was a point where it was like, that's Tommy Innett's like roommate, that's Tommy Innett's friend, that's Tommy Innett's like whatever. I feel like you've broken out of that mold. First of all, I've become the you. I'm now.
You're now Average Harry's friend.
Yeah, literally. I like. Did you notice a shift in that? Like, if somebody turned around to you and said that now, would you be like, bruh, like I've done all my own stuff now, or do you just kind of take it with a pinch of salt and go, okay, but like,
I think the one kind of an annoying thing, which is actually entirely my own fault, and I realized this at VidCon, it upset me a little bit, then I actually thought about it. So many people would come up to me and go, can I get a photo? I love you in Jack's videos, I love you in Tom's videos, I love you in George's videos. And then I went, oh, no one likes my own videos. Then I went, hold on, I don't fucking post. Hang on.
What would you do if somebody came over and went, oh my God, I love the stream where you dressed up as a dog and did dog simulator games?
No, people love that stream though.
Oh, and don't I know it?
People
I know it?
Flipping love that stream.
You're sick and twisted. Well, I very much think that you've established yourself as your own person.
Yeah,
nowadays.
I think I've.
You made it out of the woods.
I have now. I think I've secured it.
And I feel like when you're in like a Jack video or a George video or a Tommy video, it's not like that's his friend. It's like it's Average Harry in the video.
Yeah, which is I mean, that's wicked.
You did it, man. You did it.
But that's not to downplay all the help Jack, Tom, and George and everyone's given me, because I love those boys a lot.
Like,
yeah, they weren't doing it for like Make-A-Wish,
which is exactly what we said about like the Brighton group like mentality, where they're not going, oh, we should get Harry in. They're going, that's good content, and I get to help my mate out.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you used to do K-pop videos.
I did.
Back when did you start that?
When I was like 13, 12.
Really? And you got how many subs?
Like 250k.
You got more subs than me.
Oh, bad motion.
And that was obviously a very big part of your life. Was it around lockdown time you kind of stopped doing that and went to streaming?
Yeah. So the reason I started doing K-pop videos is because first of all, I loved K-pop since 2013. I was a big old loser. You could tell I got the absolute life bullied out of me.
I have a question.
Oh, yeah.
A general question.
Mm-hmm.
Was K-pop as big with Western audiences before Gangnam Style?
Gangnam Style. The thing with Gangnam Style is Gangnam Style was just like deemed a viral video. It made a lot of people aware of K-pop.
Yeah.
But I don't think it and obviously it was like one of the biggest K-pop songs ever at the time. But I think,
is it still not the biggest K-pop song of all time?
Probably. It's probably one of the most influential K-pop songs of all time. But I feel like people look at it like, like any viral video where they're like, oh, haha.
It's like, what does the fox
people
say?
People found it silly, but they didn't like dig deeper. But those of you that like, I think it was definitely a turning point, but I wouldn't say it was like the gateway that everyone like to now.
Yeah.
He put his foot in the door. That was him cracking the door open, the goat. But yeah, I started doing K-pop content because I was making the most stereotypical, hi, I'm 11 and I'm doing get ready with me and get ready for school and like 50 things in my room.
What's in my bag?
No, literally. I remember the girls at school in the year above me were definitely bullying me, and they went, we think you should do what's in my bag. And I went home and filmed it.
That's rough.
Horror. But then I went on a school trip, and right before I went on this school trip, I filmed a reaction video for a girl group called Girls' Generation that I love.
Oh, gee.
And then I left for a week, came back, and it had 50k views, which for like somebody who had 200 subs was like crazy. And I gained like 2,000 subs. And I think by like at my peak, I was gaining 10k a month from uploading.
Oof.
I was like on business. But the reason I stopped is because I think I got a little too close to the sun. And I always describe it as learning how a magic trick works. Because I went to Korea, I became friends with a few like idols in groups. It just became very real. And I'd go over there and I'd hang out with people and I'd hear about the industry. And I was kind of like, oh, it's not as magical and whimsical as they want you to have it seem. And then I had a big situation where one of my favorite members of one of my favorite groups, Stray Kids, recognized me from my videos, and the video went viral. And I got so much hate for it. And it reached a point where it was like every day, which is quite sad because I had
K-pop Twitter used to be fucking horrible.
nasty.
It's not as bad anymore.
And it was sad because all my friends who were also reactors were all men. So, and they didn't go through the same thing. So, and I couldn't really comprehend why I was getting all this shit.
It's because they were in love with him. And he then thought, they saw that video and went, oh my God, he's in love with you.
But it was like, I'd have hate comments every single day. I'd get death threats every single day. I'd have people being like, because you know how they like ship members and stuff? They'd be like, you've gotten in the way of this. Like, we hate you, die. But then I'd also have people being like, we want you to fly out to this country and go to concerts with us. And all my dance videos, they'd make like comments on my appearance. And it reached a point where I was like, do you know what? I'm not even getting money for this because it all gets copyright claimed. I was just doing it for the love of the game. 250K. My channel had, I think, 45 million views in the end.
That's
and
absurd.
I made $1,000 in that sense. And I was like,
do you regret throwing in the towel?
Sometimes, because it's become so big now.
Yeah.
So big now.
And I think if you kept going, you'd be like you'd be one of the big dogs.
I'm still classed as like a first gen K-pop reactor, and all my other friends who were like the first wave of doing that kind of content. So I'm still the biggest in the UK for it, but I just don't do it anymore. They're still doing it, but it's kind of like not washed, but like there are people that come and do it better. Like that's always the deal with content. Sometimes I do regret it because I see things like you see like Cat's Eye, and I watched the documentary the other day.
Cat's Eye is blowing the fuck up.
But I watched the documentary the other day and they had loads of reactors in there. Didn't know a single one of them. Whereas like give me like 10 years ago, I would have known every single person in the video.
There's a documentary and they had people who react to their music video.
They put like clips in of like how the internet were reacting to it and stuff.
Is the Gap ad, does that count as K-pop even though it isn't?
No. Cat's Eye technically aren't K-pop. They're American pop with a K-pop methodology.
Right. So, okay.
But like you can kind of put them under that
umbrella. I called them a K-pop group,
people get mad.
Really?
Yeah, people get really picky about that.
What?
They really toe the line of being a Western pop group but having K-pop elements that really puts them on the line, and they appeal to that market.
Where like you've got the choreography.
Yeah, and the training, and like they do like light sticks, and they have like videos done in a way, and like behind the scenes and vlogs and stuff. But
I love Cat's Eye.
I think
they're so great.
I love them since pre-debut. I followed Dream Academy, which was the show that they were doing. But yeah, that's why I stopped. But it was such a big part of my life. But I look back at it now and I'm like, I was doing it because I loved it. And if I did it now, I wouldn't be doing myself a service because I don't enjoy K-pop as much as I used to anymore. Like I listen to it, but I'm not like, I used to be a fanatic. And I think people would go to different reactors for different things. But I think they came to me for a girl who was like screaming and fangirling, who they saw as themselves. And so they could go, yes, me too, me too. And that's not me. But that is kind of me these days. I'm an excitable person.
That is you. Yeah.
Not the way that I used to. I used to like fake pass out and stuff.
Oh my God. Fuck off. Did you use
There's a
fake
video
faint?
of me.
Oh, that's so. Oh, I just got the ick. I want to cancel poor decisions.
Oh, no. Not like I wasn't doing like a bit where it would be like, like Liv and I reacted to Blood, Sweat and Tears by BTS. And I'd be like, oh.
Oh, I thought you meant like you'd like.
I wouldn't do like a Gillian McKeith.
Oh, was that the woman on?
Yeah, I'm a celeb.
I'm celeb.
I wasn't going like. Oh.
I thought you were like actually pretending to faint. And I'm like, oh.
I'd be like banging on the desk and stuff.
God.
Because I remember it. I stopped probably around end of COVID because I'd be at Will and G's old place, and me, Will and G would stay up really late, and I think Will would go to bed, and G and I would stay up until 4 a.m. to wait for the music videos to come out. And then we
drop at 4 a.m. What is that like?
4 a.m. UK time.
Is that like
midday,
8 p.m.
midday for them?
Yeah, of course.
And then I used to like skip college and school to like do these videos. I'd pretend I had a doctor's appointment and going to school late.
Holy shit!
Yeah, epic, man.
Well, you didn't have mobile data?
No, not back then. Our school was like a cell.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that thought didn't even occur to me to do it like that. But yeah, big part of my life, not anymore. But I did try to do a comeback, and I did. And both of the videos did well, but I just don't have the motivation to do it because I don't.
You don't have
keep up.
You don't have the heart in it.
Although G and I were talking about doing a K-pop podcast.
Fuck off. Yeah, well, I'm doing a drinking podcast with Jack Manifold.
No.
Do you still keep up with old people, apart from like G from your K-pop days?
Yeah, literally. My friend's Desi, my friend Dre. Do you know what's so funny? My friend Dre, JREKML, he used to be one of the really big content creators for K-pop. He still is. He kills it. He messaged me the other day being like, I have a friend who wants to say hi to you, and it was Nick Mayer.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
how do these people know each other?
LA, man. It's just LA things. But we were like, that's so funny. So I really want to meet them all in real life. And we all used to have a bet because there's a thing called KCON. Basically Twitch, but with K-pop. Amazing like event. And we all used to be like, when COVID's over, we're all going to meet up at KCON New York and it's going to be epic and we're all going to meet each other.
Is it just like a convention for K-pop?
Yeah, and there's a huge concert.
What? And did big people perform?
Imagine VidCon, but at the end of every day of VidCon, there's a concert with like
Season
Stray
5.
Kids, New Jeans, like.
Well, it would be CG5 for VidCon, wouldn't it? It would be CG5 4
But imagine
nights
if
running.
imagine VidCon, but it's K-pop, K-pop, like Korean food, skincare. There'll be dance things. There was a big screen that always had like random dances on, and then at the end of the day, there's like a big headline concert.
I like whenever I go to a convention which isn't like TwitchCon, they always do the thing where they all stand in a semicircle and play songs. If you know the dance, you
Random
get into
dances,
the middle.
except
Random
the ones
dances,
in
like we're in
the ones at
iCarly.
KCON were done by Mnet. What? The ones at KCON were done by a group called Mnet, which is like their version of MTV, and they'd be a massive area. And there's a video of me, and there were a lot of people watching. They'd have it up, and they'd be filming it, and it'd become YouTube videos, and they bang. I have a friend called Taekyung who literally his entire thing is that he does random dances.
Wow!
And he goes around the country and does them, and they bang.
That's fire. Yeah, I could get into that. I could do Gangnam Style.
I'm going to teach you a K-pop dance for a TikTok, and it's going to be cinema.
I could do a milkshake.
Oh my god! Literally, I did that, and there were comments going, "Can you carry this?" Go to his account.
Well, I'm not going to find anything on my account. I haven't fucking done it.
Go watch your. What was it? Your who was it that you used to dance to?
Alex G.
Yeah, Alex G Wednesdays. Or
Bro, people still comment bring back Alex G Monday, whatever it was, Alex G Tuesdays, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I haven't done it in 2 years. It's like when people bring up, do the Juno pose. Because I used to start.
Did it twice.
I genuinely must have done it.
Wait, what's today's Juno pose, Harry?
I did it. Yeah, they're like, what's today's Juno pose? And I think it's because it gets put in the clip compilations.
TikTok back, like your TikTok farming. Always.
So then people still think I do it, and I'm like, I did it 4 times. I don't know any sex positions, guys.
I'm not.
You can't ask me for Juno positions. You get in missionary, you get in doggy style, and you get in missionary.
Your poor girlfriend. Like, do you know one thing that I do tend to do is that whenever a clip compilation comes up of you, I'll always see what the first one is because they're always bangers.
The first one's the most important.
Always the best one. So, back to you. You have a personality that people bully. And I feel like you have like opened yourself as a character on Twitch. Let me flesh that out because that was a crazy opening. Like, wait a minute. You, I think also your relationship with your viewership and like your relationship with your friends is very much like you're jabbing at each other a lot. Like you can tell your viewership to fuck off and they'd be like, yeah, shut up, you gimp. You know?
Yeah.
And do you ever feel like parasocialism with that? Because I know that I sometimes get it where sometimes viewers say stuff to me and I'm like, if you were like Max or like Steph, yeah, but why are you saying that to me? And how do you cope with that? Especially since you have a lot of jokes made about you and like your looks and stuff.
My weight. People call me fat. That's what you're trying. You're beating around the bush. People call me fat and ugly. That's what you're trying to say.
How do you deal with that? Because if that was me, I would cry.
Yeah, God. I think the purest form of banter is taking the piss out of your mates and they take the piss out of you.
That's a time of good friendship as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think that's the most beautiful thing in the world. But
besides your lovely girlfriend.
Yeah, I think my lovely girlfriend is the most beautiful thing, and then Jack Manifold's mum. But
she is hot.
She's langless. So I think I love taking the piss out of people, then taking the piss out of me. And I think the most important thing when a lot of your jokes is taking the piss is you can give it, but you need to be able to take it. But you need to be able to take it at double the level you're giving it. This sounds gay. This sounds so gay. But you need to, when you make fun of someone for a joke, you need to be prepared for them to make fun of you twice as harder. Otherwise, you're banned from taking the piss.
Yeah.
Because
if you can't handle the heat.
It's not fun for anyone. And, you know, we make fun of Johnny a lot. We really do.
Do you know what it was? The point that I realized, like, dang, this might actually suck, is when Johnny came out at Sillymus and everyone was booing him.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That was when I was like, yeah, no, you're taking a bit too far.
That's fucked. Because we used to make fun of Johnny because he used to be ugly as shit and he's not now. No.
Do you know what? I vividly remember you coming in going, why the fuck is Johnny hot
Johnny's
now?
so leng now. And I'm like, fair play. He went for about a year when Max shaved his head and we just went, oh my God, I feel bad for him. And like, I genuinely felt bad for him. And John A, I absolutely adore that man. And there's me and Max have do multiple streams and John A over the years where we go, John A's our mate, so we take the piss out of him. He's not your mate.
Yeah.
You don't get to take the piss out of him.
Do you feel like you suffer from that though? Because like you have a very casual relationship with like your viewership in a sense where it's like you're being yourself, you're chatting with people.
Yeah.
You know, do you suffer from any kind of parasocialism in that regard where people say stuff and you're like, hang about? Like,
I get, I've had a few chats where I get a bit parasocial because I think they're really funny.
Pixel flow.
No. But like, there's some where I go, oh, your jokes, and then they don't show up for a week, and I go, oh my god, have I upset them?
No, you scared them.
But I think if I ever do have a problem with what kind of the big joke at the time is, I say it and I go, all right, guys, let's relax. The one annoying thing is I've been doing the fat jokes for so long. When I started them, I wasn't fat, and now and then I stopped going to the gym and started drinking loads, and I got fat, and I go, wait, hold on, I'm actually fat. I'm no joke fat and chopped. Like this isn't even a joke anymore.
Harry, shut up. Because I hate making jokes about how people look anyway, and then it reached a point where I was like, it'd be really funny if I did, and then I was like, Harry's fine. I remember the first time I made a joke like that, everyone was like,
yeah, because it was like a complete curveball from you.
Thank you. I'm just trying to be funny, man.
No, I think there's not necessarily a level of parasocialism because my online personality is I am very much my character. That's one thing I emphasize a lot online is I'm a bit of a cunt. And I
don't think you're emphasizing it.
What, you think I'm like this in person? Yeah. Or you think I'm just a cunt?
Do you think it ever gets like misread though? Like, do you ever feel like your actual personality gets like lost sometimes in the bit in like the viewership's eyes? Yeah,
I think so. But also there's times where I feel bad where since I've been appearing in more YouTube videos, the average age in my chat has lowered, and I think that's a weird phenomenon, and I get really
a feminine,
and I get chatters who just say the like most annoying like off-topic thing ever, and it's like, guys, my nan just fell down the stairs, lol, and I just go, shut the fuck up, and I pull up their account and ban them on stream.
Yeah,
I'm like, we're not in 2020 anymore. But then I get a tweet at me, and it's like, can you please unban me? I was joking about my nan fall down the street.
And then they come into my chat and they go, average Harry just banned me. Can you talk to him, please? First time chatter.
But they're like, half the time they're like 12. And I go, I am being mean to a 12-year-old, but I think I was also banned for about 100 Twitch accounts for being annoying when I was 12. So I'm like, that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles, and you shouldn't be on Twitch when you're 12.
Period.
But I think my viewers, I don't think they get parasocial in the way of loving me. I think they get parasocial in the way of getting too comfortable with jokes. Yeah. And I think there is a level of that. But I think I'm glad with my community, there is that semi-borderline level of respect where if I go, guys, all right, let's cut out the shit, they do. And if they don't, my mods get them.
Yeah.
So you are obviously a very attractive streamer.
Wow!
And with that, being an attractive woman on the internet comes with perverts. There's a level of pervertry.
Well, yes.
What is the maddest DM you've ever gotten? Or like maddest request?
Do you want to see a mad one that I got literally the other day? Well, I can't really show it on stream, but I'll show you because it is actually mental.
Can I read it? Oh my God. Can I describe this?
Yeah.
It's a photo of the person who sent this girlfriend's and said, masturbate to my girlfriend's body, you slut. He'd also oh my God, he just sends you photos of his girlfriend. Her body is hotter than yours, although yours is pretty hot. Would you have a threesome with me and her? Not an inch of you wouldn't be covered in my baby making sauce. Bro, we need to actually bring back the death penalty.
Crazy, man. Sometimes I just ignore it though. Like, I don't care about ignoring that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like actual insanity, right?
Oh my God. That's like, he like couldn't decide whether he wanted to sleep with you or his girlfriend and was settling for a weird
Sometimes
third
it makes me
option.
want to find the girl and be like, listen, but then I don't want the person to know that I ever saw it. Like, even then I'm just like, oh, if that person sees this, they're going to know that I saw that. But at the end of the day, I don't really care because like, you're not like,
Well, we're clearly making fun of
you know what I mean? Like, he takes this and he's like, I knew you wanted me. No, it's stuff like that. Like, it's just, I'm kind of just used to it, to be honest. Like, I find it so easy to ignore. I will find like a hate comment or somebody asking or somebody being like, where's Terry in my content more annoying than something like that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is so like...
No, I find I get more pissed off if someone responds to my story or if someone types in my chat and says, why isn't Jack Manifold live? Than if someone goes, you're chopped. I genuinely, it annoys me more.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's just like, yeah, that stuff just be happening, man.
But is there any that have really kind of stuck? Has anyone like offered you crazy money?
Oh my God.
for photos?
Oh yeah, but then back in the day, there used to be a Side Girls Reddit, and it was like me, Talia, Freya, G, and stuff, and they used to like deep fake us onto stuff.
Oh yeah, I've
like
had that.
they'd role play as us.
Oh my God.
And they'd have people being like, who wants to role play? Like, I'll be Talia type thing. Like, it's crazy. I think the girls actually did a video like deep diving onto it, but it was a different one because the original one was crazy and it eventually got taken down.
Yeah.
But that was like mental. Or like just finding Reddit pages of yourself where the stuff is like heinous is like actually like terrifying.
No, it's horrible.
Because you're like, this is like the everyday person, especially when if they send you a message.
This is
and
like,
you
I
click
could
on
have
the profile and it's like, that is like
yeah
a guy.
And it's like I could have met this dude at TwitchCon.
Literally. Oh, that's what was scary. Sometimes I get that where I have people who are like everyday chatters and I'm like, oh, that's like one of my chatters. And then they send me a DM and I'm like, whoa. Or I make or like, oh, like the other day I was wearing a top and I was like, oh, this is a bit low cut. I'm going to put like a jumper on. And then a normal chatter will say something that's like really strange. And I'd be like, you've just ruined like the past 2 years you've been in my chat because now I know that you're weird.
Yeah. No, yeah, the deep fake stuff is crazy.
It's crazy because it doesn't even occur to us as a thing that could happen. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is actually a thing that people do. And like people see something and they go, oh, yes. And like on this Reddit of me, I was seeing people like I never stand up on stream anymore. I always go to my start screen. If I want to turn my fan on, if I want to open the window, I always go to start screen now.
Really?
So that I'm not on camera.
Yeah, it's so weird and weird kind of because people have deep faked me into porn and nudes and stuff. And
that scared me.
Well,
Oh, and on that note,
you
have to find out about that on the Patreon.
I'll delve into the ins and outs of me getting deep fake porned onto the Patreon.
Wow, what a segue. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Once again, we are live every week over on twitch.tv/Poor Decisions TTV. Come follow us both. And yeah, we'll see you guys over on the Patreon.
We'll see you guys on Patreon. Bye.